Welcome to Tisha's Home Cooking. Welcome, welcome. Let me say a big thank you for everyone for supporting my channel. Stay safe wherever you are and take care of yourself. And today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how I make my sponge cake. Yes, very moist, fluffy sponge cake. So yes, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for viewing, everyone. Please don't forget to hit on that notification button, and don't forget to share my videos with your friends and families. Get everyone on board, subscribe, and leave your comments. You know, I love to read all your comments, so why not just let me know what you think after watching the video, and let me know if you've also tried your hands on it. These are very important to me, so please. And one more thing, give us a thumbs up. So hey guys, come along, let's go through the ingredients. I have got here 500 grams of soft butter. So I've kept this butter out of the fridge so that you know it can have a room temperature. So 500 grams of this butter for the cake. Then I have also got 500 grams of white castor sugar. So white castor sugar, 500 grams. Then I have also got 500 grams of self-raising flour. So self-raising flour, 500 grams. Now I'm going to be sifting this flour before I put it in my cake mixture. I'm going to be sifting it later, and I'll show you how I sift it. The reason I sift it because I want, you know, the flour to be very light and no lumps inside, so it makes the cake, you know, you get a very perfect cake at the end. I've also got here some eggs. So I've got 9 eggs, medium eggs. So this is 9. I did crack one when I was taking it out of the box. So everything together for the eggs should be 9 eggs. So I've got whole nutmeg, okay, so which I will be grating some in my flour later on. And then I've also got some vanilla extract. Then I've got baking powder. So I'm going to be putting in 1 teaspoon of baking powder in my self-raising flour. So let me show you how I'm going to sift the flour before I start, you know, everything. So you need something like this, and you put the flour in your sieve, and then you actually sift it like this. Okay, so look at the flour in this bowl here. You can see that it's got a very nice consistency. So this is what I mean by sifting my flour. I always sift my flour when I'm baking cake. Okay, I'm going to start. I've got my cake mixer here, so in goes all the butter, all of my sugar. So my 500 grams of, I'm going to mix this for 5 minutes. So we got 5. Okay, so let me come and remove the egg whites from the remaining ones. I've got 6 in here, and then I've got 3, so that should make it 9, right? Okay, yeah, so 9. So these ones I'm going to remove the egg whites. So hopefully I can get it right. Okay. It can be very tricky. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna need to get the egg whites. So I've just got the yolk. Ooh! There you go. It can be a bit tricky. So get it out. Whoa! Yes, so I've got that one too out. And that goes there. Now we got the last one. Try and get all the whites out. Right, so we've got all our 9 eggs. Okay, very nice. And I'm going to beat it again for another 3 minutes. Whilst this is beating, we're going to be beating the eggs, whisking. Is it fun? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everyone loves cake, so it's always fun. Okay. Okay, so the egg has been whisked, and this is the flour. So I've sifted the rest of the flour. What I'm going to do is to add my nutmeg. So I'm going to add about grate about half of the nutmeg, not too much because otherwise it's going to be overpowering. Okay, so I'm just going to do about half of this. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder to my self-raising flour. And I'm going to mix all the dry ingredients together. And I'm going to be pouring my egg that I whisked earlier on into it, but I'm going to do it bit by bit. So don't forget, don't pour everything in there at once. Just do it bit by bit. Okay. Okay, so at this point, I'm just going to add some drops of the vanilla extract. So that should give it some nice kind of flavor. Okay, I'm just going to drop 2 of the full of the lid of the vanilla extract bottle. I'm just going to add maybe 1 more. You need to make sure that you've got that very smooth consistency and all the egg is completely mixed. Okay. Right. Okay, so now one trick about mixing your flour in the butter is to make sure that you turn it or fold it in gradually. Make sure you're not like mixing it very very hard or very fast. You need to just fold it in to make sure that everything mixes. I'm going to now add my flour, but I'm going to add it bit by bit and then fold it in gradually. So you do this until all the flour gets in. Okay, so now what you want to do is to now scoop your cake mixture into your tin, which you have already greased with butter. Make sure you grease it properly. You can see what I've done. I've greased all everywhere. Otherwise, when you finish your cake, getting it out is going to be a problem. And this cake will be enjoyed by a family. They're already eager and waiting to enjoy it. As I said, I'm baking it for Christmas Day. And for sponge cakes, you know, you can bake it earlier. You can eat it hot on the day, or you know, you can keep it for whenever you need it. Okay guys, so this is the cake, one of the cakes. Okay, so this is ready, but let me show you one trick. Okay, this is what I use. Toothpick is what you need to test, to make sure that the cake is all well baked and is not soggy or wet anywhere. So what I do is, you know, I pierce the toothpick through the cake. If it comes out, use fingers to touch them and see if it's wet or dry. You can see it's dry, so that tells you that the cake is ready. Okay, so if you do this and it comes out, you test it with your fingers and you don't feel any wetness, and that tells you the cake is well baked.